Hi, I'm Eric. My partner Mitch is off the camera right now. He'll be here in a sec. We are your new benefits advisors. We partnered with Kevin to take over from your last broker and try to bring you guys a much improved benefit package. We did the three things we like to do is offer better plans, bring in for less costs, and create less out of pocket for the employees with a 10 times better benefit package. Doing that, we have partnered with Blue Cross of Idaho to bring you better plans at 40 to 50% less cost, and your benefit package is 5 to 10 times better than it was before. Competes with any union in the nation, with the exception of the 401k package. So that being said, turn over to my partner Mitch to tell you a little bit about a health, dental, and vision package.
Hi, I'm Mitch Brodsky. Eric and I would like to earn the right to be your benefits advisor. That's a lofty statement, especially coming from people that are in the insurance industry. And so we will work hard to be able to do that. We've earned that right to lead the way's benefits advisor, and we're going to work hard to be able to earn your trust as well. What I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about the health insurance. How many of you took advantage or are taking advantage right now of the health insurance through the company? How many of you have health insurance outside of the company? How many of you do not have health insurance because it's just too expensive? Well, the good news is that instead of paying $111 a pay period, your cost is going to be less than half of that. So for the price of a pizza a week, you guys can have health insurance. And that's the first good news. The second good news is these plans are with the Blue Cross or Anthem network, which is the largest network in the continental United States. The third about these plans that's absolutely awesome is each one of these plans have a deductible, but the max out of pocket, that is the amount that you would never pay a penny more above, is the same as your deductible. That's rare, okay? And that's awesome. And so these plans are spectacular, quite frankly. The dental benefit is about $13 a pay period, and it's better than what you had before by a factor of 10. Okay, there's vision plans as well for a couple of dollars a pay period. That is a $130 a year plan. It's a 12-12-12 plan, which means you can get new lenses every 12 months. And with that, I want to talk a little bit about the difference between voluntary benefits and health insurance. Does anybody know what the difference is between voluntary benefits and health insurance? There are three things that happen when something happens. The first is health insurance, if you have it, never pays for everything. Okay, we want it to, we expect it to, but it never does. It's not even designed to do that. The second thing is life goes on. You still got mortgage payments or rent payments to make. Got to buy groceries for the family and pay utility bills. That stuff never stops. Third thing, and probably the most important, is loss of paycheck. Voluntary benefits pay you money. You use that money when you need to. Health insurance pays everyone except you. And with that, Eric's going to talk about what we fondly call the great tax loophole.
Welcome back. So thank you, Mitch, for laying out the health, dental, vision, and segueing into the voluntary benefits. So everybody watching, those at home and those in the audience, who here has been hurt outside of work before? Guarantee you there's just about everybody, because I know I have. When I was 30 pounds lighter and 30 years younger, in my 20s, I was indestructible. And that's when I blew both knees and a wrist, all doing stupid things. What I learned the hard way is that my company is great about taking care of me when I'm there. They also provide the opportunity for me to get health insurance. So I am covered when I'm not there, but I'm responsible for what I do on my own time. Kevin, as fantastic as he is, putting everything in front of you guys like it is and taking care of you, he can't pay you when you're not at work. Okay, so that's when I look at things like disability. All right, that's something that's going to pay you for when you get hurt outside of work, a car wreck, an unforeseen sickness like pregnancy, or COVID, when you're out for 4 weeks, where you're going to be able to get paid for some of that time that you miss. And we can get into that a little bit more. I know personally, I hurt myself off the job. I was out of work for 4 months. I did not have a paycheck coming in. I would like to ask everybody in the audience, could you afford to not work for 4 months? Could you afford to not work for 2 months, 1 month, 1 week? You miss one paycheck, what's going to happen? That's where disability comes in. The other policies you can see here, accident, critical illness, hospital indemnity, give you 30,000 foot view. Accident. That knee I blew out on my own time, that would have paid me $4,000 if I had an accident plan. Critical illness. Anybody in the audience ever have a challenge in their family having to do with heart issues, diabetes, cancer? Any of those things are concerns to you? The critical illness policy is going to pay you a lump sum of $10,000 to $20,000 if you are diagnosed with any of the aforementioned maladies. Hospital indemnity, that's going to pay you a lump sum if you're admitted to the hospital, which again is going to help you with those co-pays and those deductibles that we talked about earlier. Now, all these things are great, but typically I remember when I was in my 20s and 30s and swinging a hammer, I quite often ran out of money before I ran out of money. So if I'm getting help, if I have health insurance, I'm saying, well, where's the money going to come from to pay for these extra benefits? The great thing is if you are enrolled in health insurance through the company, through your spouse, through the VA, Medicare, Medicaid, the following program I talked to is going to be available to you. We work with a company it's called Capstone Wellness, and they help us navigate the deduction piece of your payroll to create a benefit reserve for an employee based on salary. For example, if an employee made $30,000 a year, they're going to have a benefit reserve of about $75 a month. I can get into all the finer points of that, but that's really the important part is that you're going to have $75 to spend on these voluntary benefits. And the way I choose to look at it, if I took my son to a ball game and he wants everything on the menu and they tell me it's going to cost me $87.50, he's going to end up walking away with a box of jujubes and a cup of water. But if you give me an $80 or $100 credit to spend, he can have everything he wants and he leaves a happy young man. So I want to make you all happy young men and ladies and tell you a little bit about how this is going to work for you. So you're going to sit down with Mitch and I, and you're going to have a conversation. You're going to tell us what your annual income is, ballpark. And we're going to tell you about how much you have to spend on these voluntary benefits. And we're going to help you make those dollars stretch as far as possible so you have little to nothing coming out of your paycheck. So if your bring home right now is $700 a week, you're going to be able to get these benefits. And if you qualify, it's still going to be $700 a week. Seems like a win-win to me. Everybody likes free stuff, right? Along with the free stuff, I'm going to walk over here, grab my phone, because what we're doing and what you've been looking at is the initial preliminary version. We're going to dial it in a little bit before the effective date, which is 5/1. This is going to be an app that you're going to be able to have on your phone. And what you're looking at is the benefit guide, okay? And so another part we're adding is something called Benefit Hub, which is kind of a discount program where you're going to have discounts on travel, auto, electronics, apparel, education, on down the line. They say the average person saves about $5,000 a year just doing the stuff they do every day. So we can talk a little bit more about that. But again, we're going to have all the information. You're going to have access to it in your phone. And so when I speak of the phone, we go back to the app here. So I'd like everybody to pull out their phones, and I want you to type in linqapp.com. You can see it right here across the top of the screen. /lead the way. Okay, all one word, no spaces. And what's going to come is this is going to be what we call your employee benefits app. And from here, you can get everywhere having to do with your benefits. We're going to scroll up, and for those of you playing along at home, the first page is your employee benefits cost page because everyone likes to know what things cost. We go to that page. Depending on the browser you use, we suggest using Chrome. That typically has the best success. Use other browsers. Sometimes things can get a little funky. So this is going to show you what Kevin's doing for you. He's paying $200 towards every employee's plan selection for health. So if you choose health insurance, Kevin's going to pay $200 of that bill for you. That's what's going to take it down to about $26 and change a week for the employee-only basic plan. Also, we have the dental and vision plan available, the voluntary benefits, and here's where those per plan costs come in, okay? Next, we will go to, back to the app. Here at, there at. Technology, old people, they don't always mix. So back to the app. So employee benefit costs, benefit guide, that guide that I was going through as you can see, while Mitch and I were talking, this button takes you straight there, all right? Benefits platform and enrollment, that's going to take you directly to the benefits platform where if you don't need Mitch or I's assistance, you can log in yourself. And where it shows class code login, type the word lead, no capitals, all lowercase, LEAD, which I will do now so we can get in. And we are into the benefits platform. And again, if you don't feel, we are here for you to help you get enrolled in your benefits. If you want to get this done yourself, then you can click on the hamburger on the left, and where it says username, you will type in your email address, and where it says password, you will type in 2 digits for your month, day, and 4 digits for your year of your birthday. Okay?
Everyone received this morning a welcome letter from the enrollment site. It's in your email. If you don't find it for some reason, look in your spam.
Thank you, Mitch. So back to the app. And we have this button here, find a doctor, because when things go south, doctor, dentist, vision provider, you want to be able to get there and find a way quickly, not learn how to work the internet by pushing that one button. It's going to take you directly to the Blue Cross of Idaho login page, where you'll be able to search for what specialty you need. You've already got your zip code entered, and it'll take you exactly where you need to go. Here, go here. Appreciate your patience. So there we go. We're almost done, guys. So down to the end, Amaze. We didn't talk a lot about that. That's for those people who qualify for the Magic Tax loophole, which is going to be most everybody through having coverage for somebody else. This is an opportunity to utilize telemedicine, which is access to a doctor or a healthcare professional 24/7. They'll do a virtual call with you. They can discuss any challenges you may be facing, mental stress that can also be addressed on these calls. So that's another thing that's available. Your care management team, super important. If you have surgeries or need help with anything that's facing you regarding your health care, click on the health management page, and it's going to show you, take you through everything those folks will do for you, and utilize the heck out of them. They're going to work with a continuous care approach to support you guys before, during, and after any clinical event that you'll have.
There are dedicated pros at Blue Cross of Idaho that will address whatever needs that you have.
And finally, it says we have RX cost savings. This talks a little bit about the savings you can get through Blue Cross of Idaho, but we have some good news that'll be finalized hopefully by the 5/1 effective date, is that 37 of the top 50 medications are going to be free, and there's going to be discounts on the others. So again, through that capstone tax and health Amaze Health and Wellness, that's where you're going to be finding those discounts. So that is a lot of information that we've shared with you. And at the very bottom of the page is another one. The last link is for the help desk for Workforce Junction. That is the benefits platform to enroll. They're always there 24/7 to help you with need a refresher on what benefits you have. If you need assistance enrolling, or making changes, that's what they're there for. So it's a one button push and it'll take you right to the Workforce Junction, career assistance folks. So with that, I'm going to let you go now. If you have any questions, please reach out to Mitch or I. You have a flyer that we gave to Kevin, which has our contact information for scheduling events. So with that, we look forward to taking care of you, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to be your benefits advisors.
Thanks, guys.